Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm back with another match preview. This time is Swansea City versus Ipswich Town in the Sky Boot Championship this Saturday, 3 PM kickoff at the Swansea.com stadium. Yeah, so it's going to be a tough game against Ipswich. We're not on the best of form at the moment. We desperately need to win and things need to start clicking because, a lot of our fans, well, some of them have, already turned on Sheehan and some people want Sheehan out. So yeah, he's going to be under a lot of pressure, but things need to start clicking soon. I think, if he is to stay in the job, I can't imagine he'd have too much longer left. But he has still got time to turn things around. But things are going to have to be turned around very quickly. And the only shame is as well, if we do go out and win this game and perform well, we have then got 2 weeks then to sort of back that up. But it might be a good thing. To try and regroup, but we have already had 2 international breaks this season to regroup. So I thought it would have clicked by now, but yeah, it hasn't happened. But it really needs to soon because the playoff spots aren't going to wait. And I think that game against Preston seemed a bit of an all or nothing as they were occupying 6th spot, and then they beat us. So the gap's extended there. But there is still hope. This is very early on in the season, but as I said, things need to start clicking, and it's going to be a tough test. Ipswich are a really good side. To be honest, they haven't started off as well as I thought they were going to, but with the players they've got, I think they could just click and switch at any time. So I do expect them to be up there come the end of the season, and as I said, they've got some excellent players. And then going on to the injury news, suspensions and absentees. So for the Swans, then I believe we've just got Marko Stamenic, who will be out for this one. Obviously, the news came in that he did lose his father recently, so condolences to his family and him through a very difficult time. And it's understandable. He's probably going to be taking a lot of time, which is obviously understandable. And I think he's missed the last 3 or so games, but obviously there's no sort of time frame you can put on things like this. It's it's expected. So at the moment you won't be featuring for a few games. But I think other than him, we've got a fully fit squad, and no more absentees or suspensions or anything like that. So I think we've got a full squad to choose from other than Stamenic. And then as for Ipswich, then they've got quite a few players out. So they've got Leif Davis out with a hamstring injury, Sammy Smodics with a knee injury, Alex Palmer with a calf injury, Connor Townsend with a cruciate ligament injury. They've got Harry Clark with a knee injury and Wes Burns with a cruciate ligament injury as well. So yeah, they've got quite a few players out, to be honest. But they've got such a good squad anyway that I think they've got more than enough good players to sort of cause us problems. So yeah, going on to the key players for both teams. So starting off with the Swans, if there's any Ipswich fans watching this, I think these are the players you need to keep an eye out. Firstly, I'm going to go with Ethan Galbraith. Been excellent, and he's made the step up from League One to Championship look really easy, and he was great again midweek. So I'd say you've got to look out for him for definite. The second one I'll go with Lawrence Vigouroux. I think he's been excellent between the sticks this season. Made a few good saves on Tuesday. Obviously, it wasn't enough to keep the 2 goals out, but nothing he could have done with either of those. But he's been excellent this season in between the sticks, so I'll go him. And the third player I'm going to go with is Goncalo Franco. He was our best player last season, and he started really well this season as well. So, yeah, if you're an Ipswich fan watching this, I think those are the 3 players you should keep an eye out for. As for Ipswich key players then, so firstly I'm going to go with Jack Clark, who obviously used to play for Sunderland and Leeds and Spurs, and he's a very good player at this level. So, definitely someone who can cause us problems, so I'm going to go with him. Secondly, I'm going to go with Jaden Philogene. Obviously, he had some loan spells at Hull, Cardiff. He's been at Villa as well, so he's had a lot of experience in the Championship despite his young age, and I think he's a very good player. And I believe he bagged a goal on midweek for them. And the third key player I'm going to go for Ipswich is Marcelino Nunes. I don't think he starts for them, but he does make an impact when he comes on. Obviously, a very risky move of him moving from Norwich to Ipswich, and it looks as if it's paid off for him personally. So they're the key players I'm going to go with for Ipswich. In terms of a team lineup for the Swans, in goals I'm going to go with Lawrence Vigouroux, right wing back Josh Key, left wing back Josh Tymon, three centre backs, I'll go with Ben Cabango, Kylan Casey, and Cameron Burgess. In the midfield, I'll go with Ethan Galbraith, and I'll go with Gonzalo Franco. And then two behind the striker, I'll go with Melko Waddell, and I'll go with Zidane Anusa. If he is fit and available, obviously he wasn't on the bench, but no news has come out about that at the moment. And then up front, I'm going to go with Zan Vapotnik up front. So yeah, that's the team lineup I'll go with. And then finally onto a score prediction. It's going to be a tough game against Ipswich. As I said, they're a very good side, and they've obviously come down, so they've got a lot of quality left from their Premier League days. But I think we really need to get a win. If I'm honest, I think I predicted this the last two times, and I'm going to do it again because I can't see us going out there and battering teams. But I'm going to back us to win 1-0. We're going to get a 1-0 win, I think. And I'm going to say Melko Waddell to get the goal. So yeah, 1-0 Swans, Melko Waddell with the goal. But yeah, once again, a massive thanks for watching this. I will be back tomorrow as usual with a matchday vlog. So stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching.